G'day, welcome back here with the Santa Fe. Now I've just swapped out all 4 shock absorbers because at 300,000 Ks the ride was a wee bit terrible. So this is how it went. So got all new, can I help you Patrick? All new KYB Excel Gs, new top mounts, new bump stops, and yeah, I'll show you how I did the rears. Don't touch Patrick. Right, so here's our shock. It's got a bolt at the top and a nut at the bottom, so we'll just loosen the top bolt, which is a 24mm. Right, so just put a trolley jack under the bottom point where the shock attaches, just to stop anything dropping down. There's our 24mm, which we've undone. Don't unzip off that bottom one, probably can't show you that. And we'll take the shock out. So your nut, a washer and a lock washer. Top one the rest of the way out. Big bugger. And then get the shock out. Now she blows. Oh, see, here are the ones that are on the car. See, the genuine Hyundai Kia ones. These aren't the original off the car. These are 150,000 K set that came off one of the work cars that were going to go in the bin. But I took them home, tried them against the ones that were on the car that had done like 280, 290,000 Ks, and these were about 50% better. So I put these on until I got around to doing these properly. So they're pretty soft. But definitely weren't as soft as the near 300,000 K ones. Right, our replacement, it's a KYB 344664. Now if you ignore that wee shield there, they look fair enough identical, so that kind of makes you think that Korean made, whatever, that these are actually the factory ones. Just put in a different box, more or less, slightly different markings, but the typeface is all the same. So you can see all the words on the back, same font, same everything. So I'd go as far as to say that the KYB Excel Gs are the OEM ones. So yeah, let's just do a quick compression test. The two, can you see? Probably not, but see what we can measure. Oh jeez. There's not much of a comparison. New ones are streets ahead of the old ones, as you'd expect, but you'll find out when we go for a drive shortly. Right, let's get these on. So there's a wee bit of a kind of washer, do you call that, tube that fits over the bolt hole there. So what I found on the other side, you've got to get the bottom on first, so you've got to compress it to get the bottom on, and you can pop the top on. So I can't really show you that, but just like that. I'm going to put the big bolt on. It's a big bolt. Get our washer, lock washer and nut on the bottom. I'm just going to start the top one by hand, just make sure we're not cross-threaded in there. Feels pretty good, so we'll get it tight. It's good and tight for me. I'm sure there's a torque spec, but it's not going anywhere. Do the bottom up. rear shock done. Right, so I've done one side already of the fronts. We'll come and do the other side. So you can see we've got these two bolts here that hold the strut to the knuckle. We've got the sway bar link needs to come undone, and there's 3 bolts up the top that I'll show you shortly. So, plus this wee bracket here that needs to come off. So we'll whip that off, get the bolts off the top, take it out and swap it over. So this one's a 12mm. Down there. Sway bar link. Bolts the knuckle, just going to put some CRC on there. The 17 bolt, 19 nut. Try again. Fudge. Bit tight. The other side wasn't as tight, but we'll break out the big guns. One. Oh. 2. Right. Do the nuts up the top. Right, so I've got this wee cover here that comes off. You can see the 3 nuts for the top mount. 3 nuts for the top mount. These are 14mm coming out and 15mm going back in with the new nuts. The only problem is this one here is a wee bit tight to get the tool in. So on the other side, I end up taking this riv nut thing out. Sorry, not a riv nut, plastic rivet thing. Scrivet. Take that one out. Which is almost enough, but then you end up having to take this one out here too, which didn't come out as cleanly on the other side. I broke the other one. That one came out fine. So that gives you a wee bit more wiggle room to get your nut out. There we go, perfect. Right, so I do have the a jack under the control arm to stop the whole lot from dropping down. That could be annoying. This side's a wee bit tricky because you've got the wiper arm mechanism there, so we'll just have to swap down to a 1/4 inch now it's loose. Right, there's also this plastic cap that needs to come off. It's just makes you feel good. Right, 3 nuts are loose. Let's get the strut out. So on. 2. Let's get the strut out. Ta-da! Alright, so here's our old strut. As you can see again, we've got the junkyard writing on there, so I'm guessing these have been replaced before. Who knows when, but so this is the driver's side. This was the real noisy one. There seemed to be a noise from the top, so we'll have a good look when we get it off. But first of all, we gotta get it off. So we're going to use some traditional def clamps. Always fun using these, aren't they? Try and compress as much of the spring as you can. And there's an arrow on the top mount that lines up with the strut that way. Got that one on there. We'll see how much of this we can grab. Get it done nice and quick's the key. Looking for a wee bit of separation up the top there, a wee bit more. So that's loose, right. Jeez, I hate these. Everybody hates these. It's a 70mm nut on there. Nothing flew away. There we go. Doesn't look obviously broken, does it? A bit crusty in there. Who knows? Right. Spring out the way. So the only bit we need to reuse is this wee rubber bit. So I'll just go give that a wee clean up. Right, so here's our old shock. Oh jeez. That was our noise. I've never seen a shot quite like that. There's no valving left at all. No wonder she was like a bouncy castle. Fair to say that was my noise. Good. Compare it to the other side. Where's that? Yeah, it's still got some resistance. This it goes up quick. There's no damping at all. Yep, that's when he's buggered. Good call. Alright, and here's our new one. So we'll get the old flippity off. So these extend nice and smoothly. It's a bugger to compress and extends nice and smoothly. Compare it to this. No, not that one. This one. That was my noise. Good. Good, good. Right, so there's our wee damper. Stick this on. Take it where it goes. Goes about there, eh? Alright, then we've got a new dust boot, bump stop. All of this is KYB stuff. Here's our top mount. And then it goes like that. So I'm going to put that on first. Then put our springy dingy ding dong on. Line that up, top mount, get that lined up, get out of the danger zone. So we've got a new nut in there somewhere, get that on a few turns, we can breathe slightly easier. Well, there's no real way to hold the strut still whilst you do the nut up, so you want it went up okay with just a rattle gun. Not best practice, I know, but get that area lined up. That's good and tight. Right, let's get those compressors off. Springs lined up. Done. 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 Right, pop that in the car. Right, let's do the old reach around, get this thing in. One, two, nuts, hey Patrick, I'll be there in a minute Patrick, I'll just do the noisy dangerous bit then you can come out here. See, made you run away. Oh, that's that one done. Right now. Is Ned Wood like Squidward?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. What did you do at Ned's house, buddy?
Play Ned.
You played with Ned at Ned's house? Wow. That sounds like the most fun, Patrick.
Why the hammer?
You need a hammer to fix cars, Patrick. You know this. That's how you fix cars.
So what the tires are?
We took the tyres off so you can get to the bits and pieces.
What two tires are?
Yeah, we got both fronts because I did the rears and I did one of the fronts and you came home, so I'm just finishing off. One. That's that one. Hello, safety Patrick.
That was fun, Dad.
Alright, that's all done. Put our cap back on. Sort this schmozzle out. What happened there? Right, gonna get that. Put it down like that. Clear out all that snow. Put it back on. Riven up screw thing. Gotta love plastic, don't I? Back on. Cover back on. Done up top. That one, so
What's that noise?
I'll join the nuts up. The two bottom nuts, that. All good. You jacking the jack up, Patrick?
Yeah.
Good.
Dad, maybe we do one tire.
Oh no, you don't touch the tire, mister. Yeah, you stand there and you're going to pass me the nuts in a second. How many nuts are there?
One.
No, not yet. I need to put the wheel on. I don't have enough hand. I'm not Squidward. Squidward, Patrick?
No.
No, you're Patrick, aren't you? You live in a pineapple under the sea. You live in a pineapple under the sea. Oh, when? Oh, so we didn't do many things at once. Okay, next. One. Next. Thanks, mister.
Down, they want to do it.
Oh, you can't do it. It's too noisy, mister.
We can do it.
Right.
We can do it, Dad.
Right, well, come here then. You're going to do it gently.
Yeah.
Oh, you just pull that. Just a little bit. That's it. Next one. That's it.
That's nice.
Next one. That's it.
Oh.
Next one. That's it. That one. That's it. Done. Right, other way. Good job, Patrick. Stand there, push down. There goes click. That's it, we needed a foot. Right, next. And again. Good job, next. That's it, next. Oh, you're strong. You got big muscles, eh?
Yeah.
That's it. Right, Daddy will just double check.
Hey, we'll be three.
Right, let's go for a wee test drive, eh? So before, this would ride terribly over bumps. You can see from the state of that shock. There's going to be a bumpy bit of road here. Gets real bumpy in a minute. Look how clean I am. So here we go, come out to the little bridge. That's all. Who's going to be bouncy, Patrick? That is about 1,000,000 times better. We're not heading the bump stops over every bump. It just rides nicely. Still not the most comfy car in the world ever. I still got a dirty face. I still need a haircut, but the noise has gone. We had a horrible noise from the front right, and again you can see why that shock had completely failed. Try a corner. Oh. Yeah, that's a whole lot better. Corners a lot flatter, smoother, less bumps. Normally we would have hit the bump stops at least once around that bend. Not going very fast, it's just there's no shock absorber left. So we're just bouncing like a up and down like a bride's nightie, really, weren't we? Close your ears, Patrick. That's it. We do a lot of driving in this car, especially on kind of gravel roads, bumpy roads. Do a bit of towing, plenty of highway driving too. So this car gets a lot of use with a lot of weight in it, and now we can actually enjoy driving places again for hopefully at least about a couple 100,000 kilometres. Two more bends and then we'll conclude our test drive. This is the wife's car. You can hear all the junk rolling on the floor. So that's a bouncy corner, but again we weren't hitting bump stops. We had a bit more control than we have been getting. Yeah, clean your car out. So yeah, we'll see you back at the house. There we are. I'm really happy with that. Pretty simple job if you got some spring compressors and some basic tools. KYB shocks for the win. They look like the OEM, identical, so we'll go with those as top notch for the car, and let's hope it lasts for a good few 100,000 Ks. Hey Patrick.
No.
Oh yeah. So there we go. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one. Cheers.